If you've felt your inner spark fading, if intimacy has become awkward or even distant, or if you simply don't feel like yourself anymore, this might be the most important health message you hear all year. Because despite what you may have been told, this isn't just aging. I'm Dr. Lisa Perriera. For over 30 years, I've helped women in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s rediscover their confidence, comfort, and joy, not just in daily life, but in their most personal moments. And here's what I want you to know: the way you're feeling right now could be deeply connected to what you're eating each day. Yes, your food choices affect far more than your weight or blood pressure. They impact your circulation, your hormone balance, and your body's natural ability to experience pleasure and connection. And after age 60, that connection becomes more critical than ever. What might surprise you is this: some of the very foods you've been told to avoid, like red meat or certain seeds, may actually be key allies in restoring your energy, desire, and vitality. Backed by sound clinical science, these foods can support blood flow, rebalance your hormones, and reawaken the energy you may not have felt in years. So stay with me. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through 3 specific foods, plus one powerful bonus that can help you feel like yourself again, confident, vibrant, and alive. The third food may surprise you. It's tiny, often overlooked, but can make a big difference in how connected you feel in every way. And if you're already nodding along, tap the like button or type "I'm in" the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a health message designed for women just like you. Now let's begin with the foundation, the part no one talks about enough. Before we discuss hormones, supplements, or even desire, we need to talk about the one thing: no intimacy can happen without blood flow. When women come to me concerned about low desire or uncomfortable intimacy, my first question isn't about hormones, it's about circulation. Here's why physical arousal starts with your blood vessels, not your brain. To feel desire, your body needs to send blood to your pelvic region quickly and in healthy amounts. That's what creates sensitivity and natural lubrication. But if your arteries are stiff-narrowed or inflamed, that process can't work the way it used to. And when blood flow is limited, your body simply doesn't respond the same. Unfortunately, many women over 60 are living with decades of silent vascular stress. Years of processed foods, a sedentary lifestyle, and chronic stress take a toll. Plaque builds up in the arteries, reducing their flexibility and narrowing the space where blood should flow. At first, it may show up as decreased sensation. Then, intimacy becomes less comfortable. Eventually, it feels like your body just isn't interested anymore. But the truth is that spark hasn't disappeared, it's just waiting for the right conditions to return. The great news is that you can support healthy circulation naturally, starting with the foods on your plate. I remember one of my patients, Joan, a retired teacher in her late 60s. She came to me believing her intimate life was over. "I figured this is just what happens when you get older," she said. But once we shifted her diet, focusing on foods that support vascular health, something changed. Within a few weeks, her energy was up, her mood improved, and she felt a renewed connection with her partner. "I didn't think this was possible at my age," she told me. Healthy blood flow doesn't just fuel your heart, it fuels your sense of self, your confidence, and your joy. And the first step in restoring it begins with a surprising food that's often misunderstood. Let's talk about grass-fed beef, your hormonal support ally. Many of my patients have told me the same thing: "I gave up red meat years ago for my heart, but I still feel tired, low energy, and disconnected." And I understand red meat has gotten a bad reputation. But not all red meat is created equal. While highly processed or conventionally raised meats may pose concerns, clean naturally, raised grass-fed beef is different. When eaten in moderation, say twice a week, it can be incredibly supportive for women over 60. Why? Because grass-fed beef is rich in iron, which helps deliver oxygen throughout your body and fight fatigue. It also contains zinc, which is essential for hormone production, immune support, and even libido. And it provides high-quality protein that helps maintain your muscle tone, strength, and metabolic health. One of my patients, Roberta, was in her early 70s and had cut red meat out entirely. Over time, her energy declined and her desire seemed to disappear. When we reintroduced small portions of grass-fed beef into her diet, along with other key changes, she felt like herself again. "I didn't realize how much my body needed this," she told me. And if you're concerned about heart health, consider pairing beef with a slice of raw cheese, which contains vitamin K2, a nutrient that helps keep your arteries flexible and supports circulation. Now, beef is just one part of the puzzle. To truly boost blood flow and enhance sensitivity, we need to bring in something fresh, green, and powerful. Something most women walk right past in the grocery store without realizing what it can do for them. Let's talk about arugula, your natural blood flow booster in leafy green form. When it comes to greens, most people think of spinach or kale. But tucked away on the produce shelf is a humble little leaf that packs a powerful punch for women over 60. Arugula, light peppery and often overlooked, is one of nature's most effective tools for restoring healthy circulation and reviving sensation. What makes arugula so special? Inside every bite are plant-based nitrates. Not to be confused with artificial nitrates found in processed meats, these natural compounds are converted by your body into nitric oxide. And nitric oxide, as research from the National Institutes of Health confirms, is essential for relaxing blood vessels and enhancing blood flow throughout your body, including your most sensitive areas. Better blood flow means better sensitivity. And without adequate circulation, even the strongest desire may not translate into physical pleasure. It really is that simple and that serious. I recall a patient named Brenda, a 68-year-old retired Navy veteran. She told me she hadn't felt truly connected with her partner in years, and she feared that part of her life was gone for good. We didn't begin with medication. We began with her lunch. I asked her to add 1 cup of fresh arugula daily, just a simple salad with olive oil and lemon. Within 2 weeks, she sent me an email that made us both laugh. "Dr. Perriera, I think my husband is more surprised than I am," she wrote. That's the beauty of real food. It works gently, naturally, and often faster than people expect. Arugula is inexpensive, easy to digest, and simple to prepare. You can toss it into salads, layer it on sandwiches, or mix it into warm meals just before serving. It supports not only your circulation, but also your heart and overall energy levels. But circulation is only part of the equation. To truly feel vibrant, physically, emotionally, and intimately, you also need the right balance of essential minerals. And that brings us to a tiny but mighty superfood that far too many women overlook. Let's talk about pumpkin seeds, the mineral powerhouse for women over 60. Don't be fooled by their size. These little seeds are packed with nutrients that help regulate hormones, support mood, and enhance circulation, all critical elements for restoring your sense of vitality. One of the key minerals found in pumpkin seeds is magnesium. According to the Mayo Clinic, magnesium plays a major role in relaxing blood vessels, lowering blood pressure, and improving blood flow, especially important for women whose circulation may already be compromised. It also helps calm your nervous system, reducing stress and tension that can dampen desire. Pumpkin seeds are also rich in zinc, which supports hormone production, immune function, and tissue repair. And let's not forget the healthy fats. They contain crucial building blocks for estrogen and other hormones that your body still needs, even after menopause. I think of my patient Georgia, a 72-year-old grandmother who came into my office feeling drained and emotionally disconnected. "I just don't feel like myself anymore," she admitted. When we ran her labs, both her magnesium and zinc levels were low. I recommended adding just a quarter cup of raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds to her daily routine. She sprinkled them on yogurt, stirred them into oatmeal, or enjoyed them by the handful as a snack. 4 weeks later, she returned with a glow I hadn't seen in months. "Dr. Perriera," she said with a smile, "I think I'm back. That's the power of real food. When your body gets the minerals it's been quietly craving, everything begins to shift: your mood, your energy, even your sense of femininity and connection." So far, we've talked about 3 key foods: grass-fed beef, to support hormone balance; arugula, to enhance blood flow; and pumpkin seeds, to deliver critical minerals. These form a powerful trio, but there's still one more piece to this puzzle. It's not something you'll find in your refrigerator or pantry. In fact, it doesn't come from your food at all. But without it, even the healthiest diet may not be enough to restore your energy and intimacy. Let's talk about sunlight's gift to your body: vitamin D3, the vitality hormone. Vitamin D3 is often called a vitamin, but it functions more like a hormone in the body. It supports bone strength, immune function, and mood regulation. But what many women don't realize is that it also plays a crucial role in sexual wellness. According to research published by the NIH and the Cleveland Clinic, vitamin D3 helps stimulate nitric oxide production, the same molecule responsible for relaxing your blood vessels and improving blood flow. It also helps regulate estrogen, reduces inflammation, and supports nerve health, all vital for maintaining sensitivity and arousal. Yet up to 60% of older adults in the US are deficient in vitamin D, especially during the fall and winter months. Why? Because as we age, we spend less time outdoors, and our skin becomes less efficient at synthesizing vitamin D from sunlight. I remember a patient named Teresa, a 65-year-old widow, who had made great strides in her health. She was eating well, walking daily, even meditating, but she still felt tired and emotionally flat. When we checked her labs, her vitamin D level was critically low. I recommended a daily supplement of 5,000 IU of vitamin D3. Within just a few weeks, she reported a noticeable lift in energy, mood, and sense of well-being. "I didn't know I could still feel this good," she told me. If you can aim for 15 to 20 minutes of direct sunlight on your skin each day. But if that's not possible, especially in colder seasons, a high-quality vitamin D3 supplement is a smart, science-backed step toward restoring your full vitality. So now you know your body has not forgotten how to feel alive, sensual, or connected. It just needs the right support through food nutrients and a bit of sunshine. Now that you know the core foods and nutrients that can support your energy, intimacy, and hormonal balance, let's bring them together into one simple, delicious, and practical meal. Because real transformation doesn't come from complicated diets or drastic overhauls. It comes from small, sustainable shifts you can build into your everyday life. I call this your vitality plate. It's a complete, nutrient-rich meal that supports blood flow, hormone production, and emotional well-being all in one. Picture this: on your plate is a 4 to 6 ounce portion of grass-fed beef, gently cooked to preserve its essential nutrients. Not overdone or heavily seasoned, just prepared with care. This gives your body the high-quality protein, iron, and zinc it needs to restore energy and hormonal function. On top, you can add a thin slice of raw cheese, rich in vitamin K2. As studies from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition show, K2 helps prevent arterial stiffness, supporting long-term heart and vascular health, especially for women post-menopause. Next to that, build a fresh salad with arugula as the base. Dress it simply with a drizzle of olive oil and a squeeze of fresh lemon juice. These small additions boost absorption of the nutrients in your greens and add powerful antioxidants. For an extra boost, you can sprinkle in a few chopped walnuts or a pinch of garlic, both known to support heart health and circulation. And of course, don't forget a quarter cup of raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds on the side. You can sprinkle them over your salad or enjoy them as a crunchy finish to the meal. This small handful gives your body magnesium, zinc, and healthy fats, critical components for circulation, mood, and hormone regulation. This single plate checks all the boxes: clean protein, essential minerals, heart-healthy fats, and circulation-enhancing greens. It's satisfying, nourishing, and completely tailored to your body's needs at this stage of life. Many of my patients tell me they start with this meal just twice a week. That's all. And after a few weeks, they notice subtle but meaningful shifts: a little more energy in the afternoon, a better night's sleep, a stronger emotional connection with their partner. Over time, those small shifts lead to bigger ones. "I feel like myself again," they'll say. And they mean it. The beauty of the Vitality Plate is that it's flexible. You can adapt it to your tastes, swap ingredients seasonally, or build it into a larger weekly plan. It's not about perfection, it's about nourishment, about feeding your body what it's been quietly asking for. And remember, this isn't just about physical health. It's about restoring the confidence and radiance that age can sometimes dim, not because of your years, but because of the silent neglect that accumulates over time. When you eat in a way that supports your circulation, hormones, and energy, you send a powerful message to yourself: I still matter. I'm still alive. I'm still me. One more tip: pair this meal plan with your daily dose of sunlight or a high-quality vitamin D3 supplement, especially during the winter months. This ensures your body can fully activate the nutrients you're eating and keep your immune, vascular, and reproductive systems running smoothly. I often remind my patients that food is more than fuel, it's communication. Every bite you take is a message to your body. And when you choose foods that say, "I care," your body listens. Of course, no single meal can change everything overnight. But when you repeat this kind of support week after week, your body responds. You'll feel more connected, more energized, and more in tune with who you are and what you need. If there's one message I hope stays with you after everything we've discussed, it's this: your body is still capable. Capable of healing. Capable of feeling. Capable of rediscovering intimacy, not just with another person, but with yourself. Over the past 30 years, I've worked with thousands of women in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s, who came to me feeling like they had quietly disappeared, not just from others' attention, but from their own. They felt invisible, disconnected, unsure if the woman they once knew was still inside. But I've also seen something remarkable happen when they start nourishing themselves in the truest sense of the word. When they support their circulation, give their hormones what they need, and reclaim their right to feel vibrant, alive, and sensual, everything begins to change. So let's take a moment to recap what we've learned. You now know that healthy blood flow is the foundation of physical intimacy. Without it, your body simply can't respond the way it used to. But by choosing foods like grass-fed beef, you're giving your body the raw materials like iron and zinc to support hormone production and energy. You've seen how arugula, often overlooked, delivers powerful plant-based nitrates that help relax and open your blood vessels, enhancing sensitivity and circulation in all the places that matter most. You've discovered the hidden strength of pumpkin seeds, tiny mineral-rich powerhouses loaded with magnesium and healthy fats to help balance mood, reduce stress, and support hormonal health. You've learned about vitamin D3, the vitality hormone your body produces with sunlight. This often overlooked nutrient plays a key role in blood vessel function, immune strength, and even emotional well-being. And whether you get it through daily sunshine or a supplement, it can be the missing piece that brings your energy and desire back online. And finally, you've seen how all of these elements can come together in one simple meal. A plate that not only feeds your body, but also nourishes your confidence, your identity, your spirit. But beyond the foods and nutrients, there's something else I hope you take away. Something deeper. You are not broken. You are not too old. You are not past your prime. In fact, this chapter right now might be the most powerful, most honest, most beautiful chapter of your life. You've lived. You've loved. You've learned. And now you get to take all that wisdom and pair it with a body that still wants to feel. A body that still responds when given the right tools. I've seen women reclaim parts of themselves they thought were gone forever. Not because of medication, not because of drastic interventions, but because they finally said yes to nourishment, to movement, to sunlight, to connection. Yes to themselves. So let me leave you with this. These are your second prime years. Not a time to fade, but a time to rise, to glow, to reconnect, and to step into this new phase of womanhood with grace, strength, and self-love. If this message resonated with you, even just one part, I invite you to take the next step. Subscribe to this channel so you never miss another empowering evidence-based tip. Drop a comment below to share your thoughts, your journey, or your questions. I personally read as many as I can, and your voice could inspire another woman just like you. And if someone you love is struggling in silence, share this video. Sometimes a single conversation or a small shift can open the door to lasting transformation. Thank you for spending this time with me, and more importantly, thank you for showing up for yourself today. Because you deserve to feel whole. You deserve to feel alive, and you deserve to feel like you again. I'm Dr. Lisa Perriera, and I'll be here with you every step of the way.